Surah 74 Al-Muddathir, by the one who is denoted by the name Allah, who created my being with his names in accord with the meaning of the letter B, the Rahman, the Rahim. O rapt one, Muddathir, arise and warn. Realize the magnificence of your Rabb. Purify your garments, consciousness, brain. Refrain from uncleanliness, duality, misevaluation, and do not engage in good to acquire more with greed. Be patient for your Rabb. When that trumpet is blown, death, resurrection, it will be a difficult time indeed, not easy at all for those who deny, cover the knowledge of the reality. So leave me to deal with the one I created alone, the one whom I granted wealth to, and sons standing before him, and enabled the experience of expansive abundance. Yet he greedily wants me to increase it for him. Never indeed, he is very stubborn against our signs. I will subject him to an arduous uphill climb. Indeed, he reflected and decided. May he die and see the reality. How he decided. Again, may he die and see the reality. How he decided. Then he looked. Then he frowned and scowled. Then he turned his back and became arrogant. And he said, this is nothing other than narrated words of magic. It is no other than the words of a mortal. I will subject him to Saqar, painful, tormenting fire. And what informs you of Saqar? Saqar neither lets anything remain the same, nor does it let anything be. I'm not seeing diacritical marks, so I might not remember how to pronounce it. It burns and blackens the flesh of mortals. Over it are 19. We have appointed only 19 angels, 66 verse 6, to be the wardens of the fire, the hell of corporeality. Not a breed of humans are the jinn, and we specified their number as if the number 19 is meaningful, as an object of trial for the disbelievers. So those to whom a book knowledge has been given can know with certainty what is referenced by these metaphors, and thus confirm the revelation of Rasulullah. Peace of God and prayers be upon him. Creation praise and the benefit. Some of it goes to the Prophet. Of course, every creation gets its benefit for its prayer. And so those who believe in the Nubuwah, exemplar prophetship, and Risalah, messengership of Rasulullah, the messenger of God, peace of God and prayers be upon him, will increase in faith, the knowledge of certainty, ilm al-yaqeen, and so those who acquire solid knowledge, to whom a book knowledge has been given, and those who have attained certainty in faith, do not fall into doubt, and so those in whose hearts there is sickness, doubt, who are devoid of healthy thought, and the disbelievers who are veiled from and thus deny the reality, can say, what did Allah intend to reference with this example? Thus Allah misguides whom he wills and guides whom he wills. Only who knows the armies, forces of your Rabb? This Saqar and other metaphors is only a reminder for the people. And God's not guiding, they're not taking in the guidance. It's not that God leads people astray, it's people choose to go astray, and God doesn't stop them. Because it literally does not say that God misguides anybody or doesn't guide anybody, doesn't give further guidance if they're not accepting the guidance. But, now I swear by the moon, and the night when it returns, and the morning when it brightens, indeed, it is one of the greatest things, a warning for the people, for whoever wants to go forward or stay behind, everyone is bound by the results of their own deeds except for the people of the right. They are in paradises, they ask, the guilty ones. What has let you into the sucker, the entwining fire with immense flames? They say, we were not of those who established, actively experienced, salat, ritual prayer, nor did we feed the poor, and we indulged in egotistic practices with those who indulged, and we denied the time of religion, sunnatullah, tradition belonging to God, that recompense will definitely be experienced for all actions, until finally there came to us certainty, confrontation of the reality. Then the intercession of the intercessors will not avail them. What is the matter with them that they turn away from the one who reminds them? They are like wild donkeys running about in fear, as though fleeing in fear from a lion. Perhaps each one of them desires to be given pages of revelation. No, they do not fear the eternal life to come. No, indeed, it is but a reminder. Whoever wills will remember and evaluate it. And they cannot remember and evaluate unless Allah wills. He enables protection to whom He wills and forgives whom He wills. And the 19 is left by itself, and some people have gone too far with the 19. There are more coincidences related to 19, far more than what chance would give with the Quran. Same thing with the number 7. But that doesn't mean if your favorite phrase occurs 20 times, you've got to eliminate the 20th or something like that, And there's been other things that have been put with it, like, if you can put a phrase and put it into 19, or you can somehow find your name in the Quran, and if it's a multiple of 19, then it's good. If it's, you're not supposed to do that sort of thing. And notice we're using different terms for the person who's risen to make extra prayers. We have the wrapped one. We have the covered one. And this chapter can also be considered the secret